we're going back in with a 78 overall Cleveland Browns. Now, to make this more difficult on myself, run plays only to date. Can I find the best run plays within the Cleveland Browns? And on defense, I'm going to try to run something that, you know, that we don't ordinarily run, like cover 2, Tampa 2. I don't really run that defense, but make sure you guys drop a like on today's video. You want to see more of this where I put myself through hell in Madden 25, having to battle the elements. You feel me? Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get to work. As far as like offense, we'll just stay under center. I mean, I guess like
All right. Just came off of a terrible ass whooping. See if we can redeem ourselves. I think this is the same league.
Oh yeah, he's kind of there. We'll see. All right, we're gonna be on defense first. Let's find us a defense that
Go
we
it
can stick
deep.
with. Something that's not too ordinary. Make this difficult on ourselves. This guy's probably gonna trash talk us if we keep doing it. He has no idea what we're doing in this gameplay, so he's probably gonna bully me, bro. I already know what's gonna happen, bro. Go down, son. All right, here we go. Let's find us a defense real quick. All right, so the defense we're gonna be talking about. I mean, we got solid.
Mere fees from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're underway in Atlanta. Returnable from the 2. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. They're going play action. That's complete to Pittman. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Left side, that's there, caught.
God damn, fellas, the fuck?
The Falcons
Good shit.
take a 6-0 lead right away. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Calvin Austin on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Trying the right side. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Falcons go in nickel to defend this 3rd down play. Throwing now from the gun. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
You kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Falcons will take over. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on 1st. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 44 here on second down. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Pass play coming here.
Let's go, D.
On the move, headed right. Oh,
Motherfucker.
And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving. First down, ball at the 36. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside.
This shit crazy, man. What's going on with us, man?
Until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Get up out of this shit.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
He finds his running back. Nice work, complete.
Really, fellas? Come on now.
Leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run here from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Dropping back to throw. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown.
Dang, fellas. What the fuck is y'all doing? You know they're going for the 2, right?
Looking to tack on the point after.
Okay, maybe not.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
All right. Time to get in the game, bro.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Plowing up the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it will really break the backs of a defense.
On first down, they'll run.
Dang.
And
Okay.
he's brought down for a loss. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. It's a 2-score game early. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have second down behind the sticks. This time it's a passing play.
Damn, I fucked that up.
And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure was a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Third and long for him here.
Damn.
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Hunter takes the field on
all right,
fourth
watch the
down,
comeback.
and
Watch
he
the
sends
comeback.
This one flying. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on first down.
Good tackle.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. As a man,
Come on, fellas. What the fuck is going
and they
on?
finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 41. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range.
Having
It's
a
an
way.
8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that
Might
doesn't
end
matter
up being
first
another
down.
one of
You
them
get yards
fucked up
like that in
games
the run
for us,
game,
fellas.
You will take it in the NFL.
Another carry for him.
That shit back
He
there.
finds space into the red zone. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. A gain they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run here following the penalty.
What the fuck?
And they catch up
man.
to him, but not
That's
until
wild.
he's got a huge gain
Terrible.
and a 1st down. They get 22 on
That
that
ain't
one.
the motherfucking DI
And the
pick
Falcons
either.
will have a 1st.
Wow.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on
Good
the
game,
O-line,
pass.
let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face
Motherfuckers
2nd
better
and
wake
10.
up right now, man.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same
Looking forward to
athleticism
playing
comes to
this
life.
shit.
He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10 now. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dump off caught by his back. Escapes a defender.
Damn, fellas, y'all stink.
They're gonna get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets go. They're passing. He's on the move. Oh, he nearly reeled that in. As close as you can get, but just an exciting incompletion.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Second and goal now, 5 yards more difficult following that penalty. Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big
play all
loss.
day. Let's see if we can
That's one
top
of those
that.
situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
So now, here's third and goal.
That's exactly it. You found a place where you could be, where you didn't want to talk to your neighbors and they didn't want to talk to you.
Here's a give straight up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
Or you had a neighbor that was like, dang, that smells, you know? Or they've done stuff like, damn.
The Falcons calling the field goal team's number this time. This only a chip shot from the right
We
hash.
got two number 11s out there.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On the return, here comes Austin. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Come on, let's do what we do, man.
They're out and set, first and 10. Right up the gut. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up second and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
An all-around tough play for him.
these
Took a shot
motherfuckers
at the
getting me
release,
out like
and it
that?
definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate.
Damn.
Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throw on third down. That's caught for the first. And he crosses midfield before going out.
We're gonna try it. We're gonna
That
try
play
it
goes
one
for
time.
19 and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10, looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And so I met with them, showed them some drives and from my basement, and it was like backpack days. We talked about that on the show.
2nd and 3.
Man, we getting our ass beat.
All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown.
What the fuck, fellas?
The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided
Season ain't
first
looking
half.
good no more.
So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send
Damn.
everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think
That
on the
is
other side
terrible.
defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Shit, I done used my best one-hitter quitter already. That motherfucker wasn't doing shit. Fuck. Tired of getting my ass beat.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Deficit might be a little bit too much for us, man. Look like we about to go to
Here comes the
5 and
final
4.
play of our first half. Looking to throw. Dell with the grab. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Bad game, bad game.
I was always thinking like it's not $200 how big you grab. And so I would always do the same with what's funny is then I went and started going to see the nicest girls in the country, and I realized like I'm going to be in this 1987, Cutlass Supreme. These guys can't drive Ferraris to save their lives, and so I was so proud of it. And then honestly, like.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
It ain't over. We can get this shit on back.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send a tight end in motion. Here's ETN on first down.
How you managed to get
And
that
the
tackle,
defense
bro?
gets there to force a small loss.
Get the fuck
Well, he
out
was
of here.
supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Here's the handoff. Hits a seam at the 40. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back.
Come on,
And he
fellas.
stops.
Damn.
Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Looking to the air here. That one's cut along the left sideline.
Still ain't get the
This is
first.
marked down right along that
Crazy.
40-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. From the 40 on 2nd down.
Get the fuck out of here.
There's the importance
Man,
of
this
staying
shit is
in
crazy
phase
as
a
hell.
defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. Inside handoff goes to ETN. And that short gain
This
is
shit
enough
taking
for
too
him to
long,
set it
man.
down.
Come on now.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Okonkwo brings it in. And he gets him around 6 there. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker.
What
And
is
he's able to
y'all
take this
doing,
one down to the
bruh?
25. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the
Playing
sticks.
some sloppy ball,
That's what we
bro.
call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
All set up now. 1st and 10. They'll throw it again.
Damn!
And the defender comes away with it. Fatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there.
Good game,
That's the
cuz.
resilience and the mental
You just blew
toughness
it.
that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And he has this up across the 10-yard line. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Throwing here on 2nd and a handful. He can run it.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pass play now. Complete out to the right. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. Back to throw.
Damn!
They get him yet again.
Ooh.
And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Hand off to the back. And he's brought down for a loss.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but
maybe I have some better luck in Call of Duty,
keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's Falcons football as we start the 4th. They hold a commanding advantage here. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff.
That's crazy.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. An extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead.
Just got whitewashed back to back.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away.
It might be time to
On the
retire.
return, here comes Austin. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the set. That throw finds Okonkwo. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Shifting gears a little bit. Now you're at this point, you're consulting, you're kind of starting to talk to other people.
Pass play on 1st and 10. He can't connect with him. Incomplete. Just put it a little too close to the boundary there. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To throw again on 2nd and 10. He puts some juice, and they pick him off again. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not.
Come on, sit down, bruh.
Because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending.
Call no timeout.
Every single person, and it's not going. They're not
Be out here
hiring
fucking
me.
up for real now.
Back then, it was like you could be pretty picky with who you're helping because.
Oh, as a
Panic
former
button.
QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, hey, offense coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open, 1st and 10.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On the ground, 1st run for Ray Davis. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. They're throwing it. Setting up the screen. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons on their way to their 3rd win of the year.
Damn, we ain't been right since the motherfucking Sim loss.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
they Gerard and narrative and me and Mike were just like the faces of it. And we fucking learned the lessons. And it was the first
Plowing up the middle.
in the country.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. First throw for the backup now. And that throw just too high for him.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Here's a throw. Into the hands of Okonkwo. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They'll try and throw it here. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Falcons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in 1 game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
This goes to best case scenario in their game.
Terrible.
It's one of those special games where everything is clicking. These defenders, they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the